friends, it's Jana Eubank. I'm so excited to be with you today, and it's finally summer. It's such an exciting time. The kids are out of school, and that means trips to the pool, right? So that also means time to play with this adorable Secrets of the Sea collection. This one is the girl version. I am using the digital elements from the digital embellishment pack of this collection, along with the physical product to create a hybrid layout for you today. These pictures are of my daughter at her swim lessons last year, and they're not really beautiful. They're just kind of everyday photos that I took on my cell phone. Her face is actually kind of dark with the sun coming on it so harshly, but you know, it was a fun memory from last summer, and she just loves swimming. So I captured her swimming in the pool, I captured her diving in the pool, I also caught her on the edge with her little friends that she had in her class. So it just was a fun memory of the summer, and I wanted to create this page with it. The great thing about using these large digital embellishments on this page is that even though the pictures aren't super wonderful or wow, I can add a lot of cuteness and kind of punch it up with that beautiful large mermaid image and then the large swim letters at the bottom. The large swim letters were actually on a square embellishment, but I decided to make them really big, cut the letters out, and use that as my title. So the way that the pictures are, the vertical and horizontal orientations, kind of determined the actual design of the page. And so I knew that the mermaid would go on the right to balance off my daughter on the left. And then now I'm just filling in the background with some of the cute patterns from this collection. I actually love that mermaid, that the pattern and color of her top and her fin coordinate with the colors of my daughter and her swimsuit. She's got the wave pattern going on in her suit, as well as the pink straps and the pink towel. So lots of pink and blue on this page, right? So at the bottom, I have cut out this navy diagonal strip from the borders paper, and I'm just lining that up here with my grid mat. And then I'm adding in this darling fish scale paper. Gotta flip that around so it's going the right way. And then I'm going to add in a smaller strip of that pink grid paper. And I didn't want to cover up any of those. Whenever I cut pattern papers, I try to be really conscious of how they're covering the patterns of the one next to it. So I use one of the rows of the fish scales to line up that grid paper, so I'm not cutting one off halfway and then just overlapping onto the diagonal stripe a little bit. And then because I've got the navy stripe on the bottom, I want to balance that heavy color by putting the navy fish border at the top. So now I go through and I sand the edges of my photos, and that's just something I personally like to do from time to time. I like the little bit of edge, the white edge, the distressed edge that it gives to a photo, and just helps it pop off the page a bit more. Now off camera, I had matted the main photo with the blue cardstock. You can see it on the left, but I pulled it up because there was actually a pole on the left side of the photo that was just kind of sneaking in from the lifeguard chair, and it was just a bit distracting. So I decided to pull that up, trim that off, make it a little bit more narrow, and that way it's not visually distracting, but also the more narrow shape of the photo just fits that space a little bit better, and I can see like a full fish on that top border strip instead of half a fish, right? So I just try to be conscious of those things as I'm designing. So I get the photos adhered into place, and now I'm going to add the mermaid. This mermaid icon was actually, you can see I didn't print off the whole thing, but she was actually combing through her hair with a fork like the little mermaid, which is really cute, but it wasn't pertinent to this layout, so I just decided to bleed the image off the edge of the paper and then just trim it. So I think it works great, and you don't really feel like you're missing anything, so it works out great. Along the bottom, I did add some foam squares to the back of the swim letters just to give this area of the page a bit of dimension. And now that I have my main elements in there, I've got the photos, the big digital embellishments, and the background patterns. Now I'm ready to go in with some smaller embellishments and just add some final details here and there. At the top of the smaller photo with the kids all lined up in a row along the side of the pool, I decide to put this pink tab that says today, and then I will also end up putting a tab on the second picture below that where my daughter's diving in, but I unfortunately did not get that on camera. Here I'm picking out some die cuts. I chose some two of the little seaweed die cuts to go on either side of the title, and I just love that the way it looks. It kind of reminds me of an aquarium, like we're just floating in there with some fish and my daughter's swimming and the mermaid. It's just a fun little aquarium feel to do that. So I popped up the pink fish on the right with some foam squares, and then I'm popping up the tab at the top with some foam squares just to kind of add some dimension here and there around the page and just make it a little bit more interesting. Now I'm turning my attention to the main photo, and I'm bringing in some of those adorable designer clips, and I love every single one of them, so of course I have to audition every single one of them and decide which one I like the best. So I'm kind of picking out the pink and blue ones, and I try them all out, and I end up going back to the first ones I pick, which is usually what I do, which are the blue cloud and the pink flower. And you'll see me fiddle with those for a second. I kind of flip them back and forth and overlap them in different ways and decide exactly the way I want them. And really how they are is how I end up leaving them. But you know, we got to fiddle with it and make sure we don't want it a different way. So I layer on a phrase sticker from the fundamentals sheet. I first chose out I first selected this one that says dream big, but then I saw the one that says hello, I'm a mermaid, and I had to have that one because yes, I really think my daughter is a mermaid. She's not telling us, but the reason and I put that there is I actually end up writing that on the journaling, how I think that my daughter is a mermaid, because she's been in a swimsuit even in the winter time, even from when she was a little girl. This particular summer, she asked to take swimming lessons, not because she needed them. She's actually a really great swimmer, but because she just loves being in the pool. And we don't have a pool, so she asked, can I take swimming lessons? And basically she just wanted to be in the pool every day for 2 weeks. So that's what she did. I was going to add in the blue letter stickers from the fundamentals sticker sheet to say let's swim, but because I have so much blue going on in this page, I decided against it and just decided to leave the title simple with the word swim. Now I'm pulling in some Ice Mix puffy heart stickers to accent the different areas around the page. I add them at the top with the tab, next to the cute clips, and also at the bottom with the fish. And I do actually come back and switch some of those out for pink ones from the Punch Mix puffy sticker sheet, just to add in a bit more pink. And that's basically this page. I adhered down the journaling strips on the top and bottom, and then I outlined the edge of the page to match the black outlining in the title, and then I add a few splatters of mist, and that's this page. Anyway, I hope you're having a great summer, that you're out there getting to the pool, and hopefully you'll take some fun pictures that you can use with the Secrets of the Sea collection and create your own fun summer page. Thank you so much for joining me today. Again, my name is Jana Eubank, and we'll see you again soon.